All right, so I've tried recording this once already. I'm going to record it again with a bit of a better tone. So obviously there's been a lot of stuff happening on my side of things here with kind of changing my workflow from being YouTube centric to Patreon centric. And with that in mind, there is quite a significant change in terms of YouTube, in terms of my priorities. To keep it simple, I'm retiring from YouTube, but only in a specific way. Let's rewind a bit. In a recent video I put out, I mentioned how I was doing this new system where my Patreon wage decides how many hours I spend every month working on free things for the Blender community. I presented this to people in that video with a bit of an undertone, a bit of an unstated thing where if people didn't respond to that plan, so basically if people didn't sign up to the Patreon, I would effectively retire from YouTube. I didn't say that directly because, well, you know, people get a bit weird about things. But it was basically my last-ditch effort saying, look, with all my responsibilities now, my uni, medical, work, etc., I cannot invest all this time into the videos that I've been doing so far, the community roundups, the Blender update stuff, the free projects you want me to complete. It's just unrealistic. I don't know where you expect all the time and money to come from. You want the Blendstream project to live, it's going to cost thousands. I was like, okay, rather than become just like a grindset capitalist asshole and only working on paid things, I was like, here's the compromise. I can do the free things you keep asking me to do, but some of you have to give a little bit just to pay for like the time, just the time. So in that last video, or before putting that last video out, I had like a kind of flow chart in my mind. I was like, okay, if a certain number of people actually click on to this system, then I will be able to justify working on some of those like videos still that people love, like the community ones, and that will be okay. However, the response to that video in terms of action, not words, but actions, was freaking terrible. I mean, my expectations were low, but that was just like, wow. One new person signed up to the Patreon from that video, got like over 1,000 views in one day. And I highly appreciate that person. And now I want to provide as much value as I can for them. I will protect them. They are my baby now. One person signed up and one person upgraded. The person who upgraded, by the way, is a really good friend and I chat to them a lot in the Discord server. And I love them as well. Within the next few days, one more person signed up and one more person upgraded. So effectively I gained about 2 patrons, which came to about $10 from the new people, an additional $10 from the upgrades as well, which collectively does not even pay for an extra hour of work on the free projects every month. So obviously I looked at that and I thought, okay, well, obviously I'm measuring my direction now based on action, not words. So in this flow chart, the community has decided that I am no longer allowed to produce these community videos anymore, these free projects, just whenever and wherever I want. With that in mind, you have decided that I am retiring from YouTube. Yes, I know it's my decision. People will go, no, you're deciding that you're retiring from YouTube. I'm like, yeah, but I laid out my responsibilities. I laid out my wage. I laid out a system where we can keep the free things going. I tried to balance everything and you didn't respond to it. And that's fine because you don't have to, because it's a tenuous point now in society and history. Everyone is struggling. I just tried my best to preserve the love for the community in this. I could have just become only exclusive, only paid product, only stuff that will never touch the light of day for the people like, you know, the kids getting into Blender that can't afford anything, who want to have access to the fun things to play with. I'm trying my best to preserve that and not just become, you know, another grindset arsehole because we've got enough of them in the community. So as things got progressively harder and harder and people are buying less things now in the Blender community, which is not exclusive to me, I get product creators kind of pestering me all the time now. They're like, hey, we're struggling over here. Do you want to talk about our thing a bit more? And I'm like, do you know, my ability to reach people has also just like died. Partly my fault for being so diverse with the stuff that I put out, which YouTube hates. But I'm just letting you know, the response to that Patreon system was freaking awful. So to protect myself, I have to be more exclusive now. I'm sorry, but that means going forward now, you're going to be seeing so much exclusive content advertisement and so much paid product advertisement. But the system is still there, okay? So if more people contribute, you will see less exclusive advertisement over time, less paid advertisement. Like, I've built the system. I'm trying to be as fair as possible. CurtisHolt.online/Patreon. You can see it there. The data is there. The development notes are on the wiki. So back to like the point, am I retiring from YouTube? Yes, in the way of, I don't wake up every day now and think, you know what video am I going to make people happy today? Instead, I wake up and I think, what value can I provide to my supporters? How can I enrich their lives in a better way? How can I connect with them better? And then if something is made, or if there is something I need to communicate that is relevant to that pursuit, then I will make a video. But otherwise, I don't really see a way that anything else gets made. The community roundup videos, that people have been sorely missing. I said I might put them on this roadmap system for the Patreon. They take ages to research. No one pays for the time with that, of course. If I want to do them properly, I have to research them, identify the places of value or where people can get value from them, and then communicate that. What about the Blender update videos? I don't know. Maybe they also take a long time to edit and trim down, even though people say all the time, oh, you're just reading through the feature release page. Yeah, but I give my opinion. And the thing is, like, who the has time to read like nowadays? Every time I got a comment from someone saying, oh, well, like, why do people watch this? You're just looking at the feature page. I'm like, you know what? You're answering your own question. People watch those videos because they don't want to read the feature page. But also, I shouldn't complain about YouTube comments. I suppose I don't work for YouTube anymore, like cognitively. I mean, I work for myself. I always work for myself. That's the bottom line. The response to the Patreon strategy was bad, but I am committed to it. I feel like it's the right thing to do. It balances community interest with me being protected. And if you resonate with that, it's there if you want to link up to it at any point. But don't feel obligated. Like, the reason for wanting to do free things is to support the people that cannot afford anything. But some people have to give something for that to be stable, our collective trait of goodwill around the community. And I am still committed to providing little grants for artists and other creators in the community if my Patreon wage became large enough. And again, above £1,000 a month was the limit that I gave, or the milestone that I mentioned. I already have a checklist of artists I want to give money to so that they can produce things, A, for my patrons to keep them interested in supporting, and B, free things for the community. I am ready to trickle down my income into the community in a way that no one else does. Not really in the Blender space. Not even the Blender Dev Fund trickles down to the community. I want to, but I don't have it yet. But I'm committed. So yes, the Curtis as you know it is retiring from YouTube. You're about to get a semi-CEO version of me. Not quite fully corporate, but a step in that direction. If you don't like that, you can unsubscribe. And that's fine, because you'll be optimizing my audience base. By unsubscribing, you'll be increasing the percentage of people in the remaining audience that are likely interested to click on the video. It's so funny when people are like, oh wow, I used to watch your videos, but now I don't, so I'm going to unsubscribe. Great! Do it, please, because you'll be making things more efficient for us in terms of getting things out to people. YouTube likes to recommend videos where the subscriber base has a large proportion that click on the video as it's released. So if there's a ton of audience bloat in the subscriber list, then it pushes down the proportion and it kills recommendations. That's why our channels die. When we're generalized tutorial creators, we bring in people with all different kinds of interests. And that diversity is terrible when making future specific videos. You're basically crushing the proportion all the time. So yes, if you're even slightly miffed at me, just unsubscribe. I just want to make stuff for the Blender community. That's what I'm going to do. The people that support me are the most important people to me. I don't know why, some people, maybe not, probably not you specifically if you watch this far through the video, but the people that watch like 5 seconds are like, oh my God, he paints his nails now. I'm going to unsubscribe. Why do they think they have any importance here? Like, I've never connected with YouTube in that way. People have called me cold, people have called me mean and based, although that term, oh, that's a disgusting term now. I never clicked on with that thing where like creators have to be professional, they always have to be nice, like even in their comments. I don't click with that. I feel like you have a right to defend yourself. If someone's being an arsehole, you should be able to tell them that they're being an arsehole. It's part of the reason why I keep painting my nails. There are so many reasons. One is to stop me from biting my nails. That was the original reason. 2 was, after that, I noticed that so many people remembered me for it, which is like a weird point to talk about. In a space where like the kind of the white male aesthetic becomes so homogenized. I mean, a lot of people think that me and Zacharias Reinhardt are the same person. And I kind of understand why. Two somewhat neutral talking people on videos making stuff about Blender with a similar hair color, both wearing glasses, we look relatively like similar-ish. But after doing something like this, it was like, oh, well, actually, I suppose he's a different person, which I found really funny. Also, it kind of signaled that people in kind of divergent or minority spaces might feel more comfortable around me. And they do, because we attract a lot of people like that in a community. So when people started getting pissed off about it, like insecure religious men, usually from America, which says something, I was like, you know what? I really enjoy pissing them off. Like, bitch, I grew up in Southeast London. Like, you would get ripped apart. Where the fuck do you think I care? Like, oh my God, you're going to go to hell. I'm sorry. I digress. I don't really care anymore. Fuck YouTube. Fuck all the people that tried to exploit me over the years. I'm still here, but I just don't care about looking good for YouTube anymore. So if you want to leave, leave. And if you want to stay, I will have some really cool shit coming up for you. And I hope you enjoy it. Remember, unicorn emoji in the comments if you made it this far through the video, because that's our emoji here. That's what I've got engraved on my Apple Pencil. The unicorn. You can't see it, but I do have it engraved there. The rare mythical creature. So if you put that in the comments, I'll see if you made it this far. Have a great day, everyone. Tell someone you love them, and I'll see you next time.